Yo, it's your boy Wobio3 coming at you with a video, my first ever video. I'm going to explain the easiest way to unlock the Genesis Mastery Camo from the campaign on Black Ops 7. As you can see, it's a nice little camo. It's reactive whenever you shoot. It's cool, let's get into it. Mostly every gun starts off with 250 critical kills, and then there's 100 human enemies on some of the other guns. You want to start off going to Clifftown, like I have circled over here. It's actually the map Yemen, if you guys remember that, if you guys played old Call of Duty. But this is honestly one of the best areas, in my opinion, especially if you have it by yourself, because if anybody else is around you, they tend to take the kills from you a little bit. But there are so many enemies over here for you to fight. There are so many humans over here for you to fight. On top of that, there's robots for the later challenges whenever I get into those. But you can honestly keep circling this, and circling this. Whenever you finish one area, you go on to the next, like as I'm doing right now. You keep moving, and you move it like a circle legitimately. You come back, the other area is going to be replenished with enemies. You could just run through, get 250 kills in honestly like a matter of no time, because it's only going to take like 10-15 minutes. Again, if you know what you're doing, it doesn't take that long. The grappling hook, the wingsuit, some of the best movement we've seen in COD. But this hands down has to be one of the glitchiest game modes I've ever played in my life. I've seen so much things go wrong, so many zombies, well, fear, if you call it that, enemies in the ground, rhinos in the ground, my wingsuit glitches out. It happens. It's okay though. Now, I did finish my Genesis camos before I made the video, but I mean, how else am I going to tell you what the best way to get the camo is if I don't finish it before I tell you? I'm not about to just do the grind and have you watch me do the grind. This is the Maddox, one of the new weapons. I didn't finish this one just because it's a new weapon. You didn't have to. You only have to do 30 weapons. You can pick and choose what you want to do. If you don't want to do the launchers, you don't have to do the launchers. You could just fill in the Kogot or fill in the Maddox. The ballistic knife too. There's certain weapons you don't have to do if you don't feel like doing them. In my opinion, I'm going to do them all just because it's very easy. It's just a campaign challenge. You're shooting at bots at the end of the day. It's not that hard. The movement, you move pretty fast. Again, just stay away from the glitches and you're fine. Unless it's a good exploit, then it's a good exploit. But we'll get into that later. What you're seeing me do now is circling back to where I started, just to prove that whenever you finish the area over there, you can just come right back over here and they're all respawned again. And it's a big loop, a big circle. You will fly through these 250 critical kills. And then if you don't remember your camo challenges, I recommend taking a picture of this, the special challenges, or IGN.com. They have it for you. Not a sponsor. I'm not even known yet. There's also the 100 human enemies. Just stay in the area. Keep doing the circle. Don't forget about these two doofuses back here just camping in that building. Some of them get like trapped in the building, just shoot at a wall. Those are just like one or two. You're gonna have a lot just being able to run through here. They're all in the open. Most of them come out and challenge you. A lot of the time, you don't have to look for the doofuses shooting at the wall. It's okay to leave the doofuses behind. It's all right. Again, there's just so many enemies over here. This is also a great spot for one of the other camo challenges I'm going to be helping y'all through. Clifftown is the best, especially for low-level players, level zeros, trying to level up. It's easy for you, I promise. Moving on to one of the next camo challenges I'm going to cover is the rare, rarity, or higher. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to wait a little bit for them to come finish this challenge for you. That's what I did every time. And like I just went to Yemen, well, Clifftown as they call it, and I would just go through, get my kills, and then I'd fly in over here, fly in. I'm going to show you on the map in just one moment. Right there. That's where you come fly in. Just fly in, upgrade your weapon, and fly out. It's worth it. So we're moving on to the 50 guild tech enemies. Now, it's not just with the peacekeepers with some other guns, but the grid takedown mission is going to be one of the main ones that you're going to be wanting to do. Now, you can also just run around Clifftown, like I was saying. There's a bunch of robots over there. That's really what you want to look for, is the robots, as you'll see in a moment. I'm coming over, I'm overriding the stations. Now, what I do, since I'm a little higher level, is I'll override both stations, let all of the robots spawn, and then a couple VTOLs fly over and they drop more robots. So count that: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, And then there's going to be 2 more over there, so 9 and 10. That's 10 out of the 50 already. And then you can go get another one that's right up the street over by Clifftown, which I'm going to show you in a moment. And then there is just Clifftown itself. Clifftown has a lot spawning in. There's like 4 in one spot. You go to another spot, there's 3 over there. Then there's 2 in the middle. Like, there's so many robots in Clifftown, and just the missions around you are built for you to succeed and get these done. Like, those are guild tech enemies. Those robots are what you want to be fighting to get that challenge done. Now, it's a lot easier than it looks. The whole camo grind is a lot easier than just what it feels like, of course, because you can look at the camos and be like, oh, there's so many, I feel so overwhelmed. It's not hard at all. Again, you are fighting bots, quite literally. Robots, bots, AIs. It's campaign. Remember that. This is so easy, you'll finish it in a couple days. Like, it's way too easy. And what's better than taking your anger out on a clanker? Am I right? Moving on to one of the other camo challenges, it's 25 drone sentry turrets or guild dogs. Now, what you want to come over and do is find the surveillance controls. Now, I just pinged one that's not the same one I went to, but you want to damage that drone, and then they just fall out the sky. Like, quite literally, you can stand still and look up. They will fall out the sky. Right there. You see that? Boom. And you can shoot them while they're gray. They just are invisible for a second for some reason. I'm not really sure. But it's as easy as just looking straight up. You farm your 25 kills, wait till you get your camo to pop up, and then you shoot that other drone, and you get up out of there, and you go on to your next thing. But they really made this super easy. I don't know if this was meant to be like this, or if this is just another little exploit. Regardless of if it is an exploit, it's clutch. That's all I gotta say. It saves you a lot of time, and I'm happy I figured this out by myself. I didn't need a video. Moving on to eliminate 100 fear enemies. Now, what you want to do is come up to the resort. Right past the resort, there's some hills. Just fly through the hills. It'll spawn some of the fear in. As I'm doing right now, you see some fear spawn in. I backtrack a little bit just to see if the other ones spawn in as well. And then if you shoot, you'll like drag their attention. I'll look up at this hill right here. Boom, shot it. And you could see they all started kind of like running my way. Now I'm going to run them up the hill, do a little crowd control, do whatever you want. But this right here, best area to get your fear enemies done. Also the best area for tier 3 and 4s. I'm going to get into that a little bit later though. Just crowd control, run up the hill. There's even more that spawning up there. Perfect area. Next camo challenge is eliminate 20 special enemies. That is what it is for all of the gold challenges. You want to go up to the Coliseum. On each of these marks is pretty much where all of the special enemies spawn. Now, what we're looking for here in particular are the raiders. Right there. Boom. I'm just going to run through. I'm going to show you a little bit of like where the raiders are at. There's a lot of normal enemies that spawn here. To be honest, it gets a little annoying with how many regular enemies spawn here while you're just searching for raiders. I recommend killing everything. I think it respawns everything quicker. Just kill them all. I was just running through to show you the raiders. I wasn't trying to take too much time, just showing you exactly where most of them spawn at. There's a couple spawns, then I go on top of the Coliseum, then I fly away. Whenever I come back, mostly they spawned in. I give it like 2.5 minutes mostly, and then all of them will spawn back in. And you get a good 8, so count up 8 and then 8 again, you're already at 16. And then you need 4 more. So the challenge really does fly by super quick. Just be careful not to get yourself caught up in a dumb situation that you die. There's somebody that shoots an RPG over here. I've been hit with it multiple times, dropped down to like 1 health. Keep a stim on you. Stims are lifesavers. Next challenge is the Moonstone Camo Challenges. Eliminate 100 Zone 3 or Zone 4 enemies with the certain gun that you are using. It is going to be the same for every single gun. Now, I've made a TikTok, I've made Instagram Reels, and I made a YouTube short on this same exact glitch. This glitch is an exploit. I found it during stream. It came in very clutch for my camo grind. Probably one of the main reasons that I finished it as fast as I did. It's super easy to do. You just finish the shipping container, and then you sit in it after you crowd control a whole bunch of zombies, and you run it right there. And, well, fear, they're not zombies, but it's easy to call them zombies. They can't touch you. They can only throw body parts at you. And as long as you have stems, just in case they self-revive, it's okay. The elites can't even get you. The elder disciple can't get you. The mimics can't get you. It's all very nice. This is up by the resort, just like I showed you a minute ago. So next is one of the best camos in the game, the Chromaflux camo challenges. Eliminate 10 elite enemies with the gun of choice. Now, I'm going to go into what you shouldn't do. If you go down, make sure you either have a self-revive or you have the ability where if you get a kill, then you get revived, just like you just saw right there. That ability is also game-changing. It saves you from using self-revives, and it saves you from anything else. Now, also make sure you exfil with time left. You're going to see in a second, I didn't. And trust me, you do not want to be like me. You do not want to see mission failed and restart your whole character. Such a bummer. Yeah, bro, I'm about to lose my character because of that shit, bro. That's some bullshit. That's it, bro. I'm mad as fuck. Now, to actually help you with the Chromaflux challenge, what I did is I used my active camo. Active camo is such a lifesaver, man. I would melee the boss or elite right down to 1 tap of damage, 1 hit point, whatever you want to do, and just beam it to the face. Boom, and you get the kill, and it zooms you through the challenges. Now, this is just exfilling. There's an exfil next to Cliff Town. There's an exfil next to the Coliseum, and there's an exfil next to the place, the tier 3, where I was showing you the fears up by the shipment container where the glitch is. I wouldn't really even do that one. I'd fly. Just make sure you have time. Make sure you're paying attention to the time. Like, I had 3 minutes left right here. This is a tier 1 zone, so I was zooming through getting out. Way over leveled, but I still don't even want to exfil in tier 3. Just make sure that you're following these steps and you're not putting yourself in bad situations like I did a minute ago. I wasn't watching the time. Now, how to keep your character if you ever fail to, exfil, or if you go down, you don't have anybody to res you, and you don't have the ability to shoot somebody and kill somebody to get yourself out of the final stand. The best thing to do is turn your console off. If you close app, if you quit game, you lose the character, you lose your combat rating. If you just turn the console off, and then as soon as you turn your console back on, just, quit the application and then load back in, you will have your character back. And would you look at this? Mission success, you get through everything, and you unlocked your Genesis camo. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe.